it portrays how, like, abusers feel about their victims really well. I wouldn't want to live even if someone would come save me. Yeah. Extra quick, super quick. Yeah, I'm out of here. I literally talked to someone about how some people defend someone to the ends of the earth no matter what. Yeah. Because even after he learned about it, and Anya was like, I don't want him here anymore. Curly was like, wait, hold on, I can talk to him. It's like, what? And yeah, I don't think Jimmy has acknowledged what he did to Anya for a single moment. I suppose people can argue about the baby thing, but to me that was more of a like, I want to get rid of it. And he doesn't care about the baby at all. Because I really believe he told Anya to like go off herself or something. Because Anya was saying like, you were right, Jimmy. Like, you were right. I should have done this in the beginning. Like, you were right the whole time. And then she offed herself. So it was like, oh, you're right. I should have just killed myself. Ah, it's crazy. And the way you can like picture exactly what conversation he had with her too. Because you've seen the way he talks to Daisuke and Swansea. So you just know. And the way he talks to Curly too, especially, you just know. Yeah, he was probably like, oh, do you want to ruin the life, like, Curly's reputation? Like, do you want to ruin your life, whatever? Oh, God. Oh, my head hurts. God, that was... I mean, I knew, like, what I was getting myself into, right? And people love this game so much. I muted all my extra background stuff for that last part. That was crazy. Because I was so angry with Jimmy. Yeah, it's just... You know what? It really did... I mean, by the time everyone died, it was kind of obvious, like, yeah, we're not getting a good ending. We're not getting an ending where he acknowledges whatever he did. Oh yeah, he died happy. He was satisfied. He was so satisfied. He legit died happy. He was like, I fixed everything. He died right after being like, you're right, Curly, we did it. I fixed everything. Jimmy's ending his self-righteous savior complex. Yeah, he was like, I did it. I took responsibility for everything I did. And everything he did was like literally to him just crashing the ship. He should have lived and been tried for his crimes. For real. But like Curly wouldn't even have let that happen. Right? Because Curly was like, yeah, you're right. Maybe we should crash the ship. I wouldn't want you to get in trouble. And I also wouldn't want to lose my reputation. Oh my god, the way he was talking to Curly the whole time. That was so nuts. I can't believe it. I mean, I knew it would end like this, but... It is so frustrating. I hate that he died being like, I fixed everything. He's like, yeah. And my opinions of the crew did a 180 except for Daisuke. I love Daisuke 100%. Daisuke, man, worst internship ever. Me day one of internship. Me day, how many days is it? 278. Me on day 278 of my internship. Unpaid internship. Oh my god. Yeah, Curly wasn't even the one that crashed the ship. It was Jimmy. And then after it happened, Jimmy was like, why would Curly do this? Like, to the crew. He was like, I have no idea why Curly did this. And the Anya was like, why would he do this? Like, Anya also was like, what? Why would Curly do this? Wow. Yeah, literally. He was like, we should all die. We should all die because I assaulted someone and got them pregnant, and I feel bad for what will happen to me. And then he honestly did not care about Curly. That whole thing was like, what about your reputation? Such bullshit. It was just to make Curly crash the ship. He was like, come on, Curly. We can kill everyone. We could die. He's like, we could die together, and then you'll die a hero or something. He put the ship on a direct collision course. Yeah, I'm assuming Curly looks like that since he was at the front of the ship. Yep. Just completely ruined. My god, I could probably... It's like late right now, but I could probably keep talking about this for so long. Daisuke. Daisuke! Anya saved him! For real! We missed our yacht for mouthwash yapping. That's actually crazy. Oh my god, Anya. I'm trying to I'm like replaying everything from the beginning because everything's out of chronological order. Man. Oh my god. I think wait, okay. There's no timeline for when Anya was assaulted. But it was before the psyche vows, right? Because Anya's like, it makes me so uncomfortable being with Jimmy. And then Curly was like, eh. Curly's like, oh, he's just silly like that. Like, that was crazy. I'm scrolling through my likes to find this one specific Daisuke fan art. Please send it to me. Hold on, I need to share Daisuke fan art too. I found a really good one. Wait, I retweeted it. What am I saying? I already shared it. Never mind. God, I don't know how to feel about Curly. Cause it's like he is so much at fault. But then you see everything that happened to him, you're like, Jesus Christ. A few days before the crash, she told Curly she was confirmed pregnant. Yeah. She was a bystander. Actually, not even like a bystander. I think he enabled Jimmy. Cause he said before, he was like, oh, you've been through this before. So basically, Jimmy has obviously shown like concerning behavior. But Curly was like, I believe in you, you can do it. Yeah, I don't think it's the first time either. Yeah. And, oh god. They also had a shipment haul like last year too, because they were saying that last year yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gabby. Yeah. They also showed not Curly. Jimmy was also like, oh, last year we celebrated Swansea's birthday. And then Daisuke was like, oh, I wish I was there for that. So they celebrated Swansea's birthday on like last year's shipment. Which means Anya was also with him during that time. I doubt that was the first time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Freaking I really okay, the one character I like haven't fully formed my thoughts on yet is Curly. Cause I think there's so much to think about with him first. I obviously think he's like an enabler, and a lot of it is his fault. That whole conversation where Jimmy was like, "It's your fault." Jimmy was like, you were supposed to be in charge of all of us, so it's your fault something like this even happened. It's like, what? Good morning, Hime. We are absolutely miserable. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I'm like scratching my head right now. My god, I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Does anyone else have any thoughts? I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. Man, that's so crazy. I just keep thinking about everything over and over again and being like, that's absolutely insane. I felt a lot for Swansea. No, for sure. Swansea is like... I really liked him. Okay, so I think my opinions on like all the characters in the game didn't really change. Except for Curly and Jimmy. I think I liked Anya in the beginning. I don't know, cause like Jimmy kept calling her useless, but she was displaying like really pretty obvious signs of like intellect. Like the way she was talking to him and stuff. Especially when she was like trying to get him to do things, like the way she would talk. I was like, that's pretty smart. So it was definitely like there's more than she's letting on kind of thing. I liked Anya. I obviously liked Daisuke right away. Swansea, my opinion of him didn't really change either, because I always felt like he was like, you know, grumpy dad that's like mean to Daisuke, but he sort of like secretly really cares about him kind of thing, which turned out to be true, so... Oh wait, we are waiting. Like everyone except the main two, yeah, basically. Remember that post I sent you? Oh, which one? Of all their hobbies? Oh, right, yeah, you did. Should we bring it up? Anya literally spends her free time studying. Yeah, oh my god, hold on, let me get it so everyone else can see. Okay. Alright, let's dissect this. Okay, where is this? In the Discord? Do they have a Discord or something? Browser source. My head is like legit, like really hot right now. I think it's like fried. Oh, where's the browser? There it is. Okay. So someone said, I just want to know if the Pony Express crew has any silly fun hobbies they enjoy. Swansea's kids are all grown up. Ah! Hi, Astray! Hello! We just finished the game. Yeah, we're just yapping now. Can you believe we finished this instead of watching Haikyuu? God, I should have watched Haikyuu. I literally thought I would be able to finish it, and then like we would still have time for Haikyuu. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, Swansea's kids are all grown up, but there's always something broken or needing repairs in their apartments. It's always an excuse to go make sure they're keeping their places clean. Aww. Oh wait! Oh my god! He'll treat them to a meal. The kids should be eating good at least. Swansea makes a mean, paella? Am I saying it wrong? Oh, just thought I'd pop in before heading to bed. I hope you have a fun stream. I had a stream, alright. Good night, good night, good night. You love it, I think. I've had it 2 times. I do like it a lot. But I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. He'll treat him to a meal. But his wife is sick of it at this point. Not to worry, he takes her to fancy restaurants when they want a night out. They'll call ahead to see if the dog is allowed to come too. Swansea! Swansea! This is so... Wait, let me send this to DK. I'm not suffering alone. Anyways, um, Curly is into weightlifting. He spends most of his time on Earth around friends and family. Someone always has something interesting going on, and Curly enjoys trying new things when he's not stuck on a hole. Winter is his favorite season because he's a snow sports kind of guy. Alright. Daisuke is a regular at his local arcade. Daisuke, we could have had arcade dates. That's my ideal date, Daisuke. Going to an arcade and then going to a supermarket. That's my ideal date. Daisuke is a regular at his local arcade. The machines are like totally rigged though. But maybe this next try. Anyway, Daisuke is also into thrifting some sick, unique vintage clothing. He has an eye for the good stuff. He would have been good at Dress to Impress. It's true. The rumors were true. Swansea fixing stuff at their kids is my puffs to a T. Aww. Yeah, and the fact that he uses it as an excuse to go see them too. Man. He has an eye for the good stuff, and no one else is gonna show up with the same outfit either. His parents don't get it at all. No, his mom! Oh, she got him the job! Oh, he said, I hope my mom doesn't blame herself. Oh my god, it's over. Anya spends most of her free time studying. She runs to clear her head. When she really needs to zero out, she binges the worst reality television fast food known to man, but she never admits to that. You know, Mono, you're right. That is me. Me when I binge Love is Blind. Jimmy is into weightlifting. Hobbies are for people who can afford them. Yeah, whatever, Jimmy. I don't care. IDC. Anyways. Look at this Daisuke. Look at this one. We love that. Thank you for the stretch. What the hell? Get them out of here. This one's so cute. No, Swansea. You know what? Swansea is such a goat for trying to take down Jimmy. Because I don't think the hallucination, I don't think the graveyard sequence was like totally a hallucination. Because we had the whole thing where Swansea like ran at Jimmy with the axe. And he was like, Jimmy! And he had the whole memory of like Swansea chasing him. So I do think that Swansea did try to kill him. I think it's inspired by him chasing Jimmy around. Yeah! So I do think Swansea did try to take him out. Which is like, W Swansea. God, that quote made me so sad. When he was like, if there's one thing I wish I could have done, it was to like give Daisuke a chance off this rock or something. The way I'm talking about them so like emotionally, and it's this picture in the background. Anyways. Look at this one! I love it so much. I love the way they drew him. Like those are his eyes. Like 100%. This is so good. This is so good. This is such a good art. Let me see if I can find the other ones. But yeah, Swansea definitely chased him around. I like that one. Oh, someone drew fan art of Daisuke like bashing Jimmy's face in with a baseball bat, and the caption was like strongest, meanest swing of like the junior league or something, because that's what he said he had. So they are all tragic, but Swansea just seems that extra tragic. Yeah, because it's tragic in different ways, right? Because Swansea is like, he's lived his entire life. But that makes it even more sad because it's like he's been through the ups and downs. He has like children, his wife, and then that like really, really depressing talk at the end where he was like, at the end of the day, the happiest I was when I was just like blackout drunk. Like that's the happiest I was when I was an alcoholic. Although I don't even know if that's true, necessarily. I don't even know if that's true, and I don't know if he knows that either. Yeah, the dog. And then Daisuke's tragic, on the other hand, is like this kid has his whole future in front of him. I say kid, and he's probably older than me. He has his whole future ahead of him. His mom and dad. His mom got him the job and everything. And he was a last minute addition. So he probably like shouldn't even have been there. That's just so depressing. Hold on, Daisuke. Okay, it doesn't say how old he is. Yeah, it doesn't. This kid points the grown man. And Anya's tragic is just like we don't even have to talk about Anya's type of tragic because Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm glad they didn't really shy away from it, but they did put it in a way that I can see people missing the implications. Yeah, Anya doesn't even have to be explained. I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me sick. I shouldn't bring how tragic they are. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to... It was phrased more tastefully. Yes, it was. But unfortunately, I think that ends up with a lot of people missing the implication. Or like the whole plot point. Because before I played the game, I was like super into Daisuke, right? And I did see people complaining where they were like, some people just didn't get the game. Or there's like some people completely like missed parts of the game. And I was like, really? But yeah. People are stupid. I can see why someone would miss that. Especially if it's someone that doesn't think about things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like... How do I put this? I'm trying to think about how to word this. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's like... Some people will definitely pick up on it better than others. Especially people who have been through similar situations, I suppose. Like, I don't think the whole Jimmy thing was like super subtle or anything. But I think if you've been through like manipulative relationships or like abusive relationships, you'll pick up on it easier maybe. Or if you've been through something similar to Anya, you would have picked up on the implications more easily. I mean, I could see how I could miss things because I was shitting bricks. We don't have to talk about how I was. Media literacy, open up the schools, literally. But yeah, I don't think I mind people missing things about the game as long as they like find out about it later and they're like, oh, I see now, you know. It's a different story if they like find out later and they're like, that's not true. Because I know some people do that where they're like, that's not true, that didn't happen. It's like, bruh. But yeah. God, my head hurts. Legitimately. My head is like legitimately like heating up. Too much thinking. And also too much scary. Oh right, I was looking for the fan art. Hold on guys. Give me some time. I really like these. Scratching my head. I do be scratching my head. Do you remember when I said it? It just came out of me naturally. I don't even remember what the context was. Scratch his head. Oh my god, I actually retweeted so much art of him. Anyways. Look! I ain't heard that one before. So cute. I'm trying to find like a wig that looks like this, but I can't find it anywhere. It's so cute. I love this art style. Look at Swansea. Swansea is seeing him as a little dog. For real. It's so cute. Aki truly has 2 times the most useless man voice. I do. Oh, I love this one. Look at them. Oh. Man, he cared about Daisuke so much. Oh, I'm getting upset. He's like, I should have protected that boy. God. Especially since he said Daisuke reminded him of his kids. Like, all the way in the beginning, he was like... The way he worded it was, you know... But you could tell right away where he was like, that teeny bopper is so annoying. He doesn't even think with his head. He reminds me of my stupid kids. Like, you can already tell it's like, oh. I wonder how proud he would have been to see Daisuke get a job he enjoyed. Stop! Why are you doing this right now? Estelle, for real. Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, did you send a link? Wait, hold on. Let me VIP you. Oh. Did it work? Can you try again? If I have to think about it, you all have to think about it. Okay, but did you have to think about it? Oh! Shut. I already retweeted it! When? Oh my god, I don't remember doing this. That's crazy. When did I retweet this? Just retweet your retweet. You're right. God, this is awful. Oh, the face thing. Jesus. I watched you live retweet this. You did? No way. This is so sad. Swansea and Daisuke is like really... The like little things they said really hit. When he was on the floor, he was just like, I just don't know what I want to do with my life. I was like, ugh. We don't know what we want to do together. This is so sad. I love how they drew him though. I don't know what to say. You know what? Props. Mouthwashing is an indie game, right? That's actually crazy. What? Do people actually need videos to explain the plot line? There's no way. We can don't know together, Daisuke. Hi, Remy. I can literally see Swansea physically visiting Daisuke. Stop. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. Being like, I know this is bad, like you can't take care of yourself, so I'm dropping off some things. Stop! Because that's what he does with his kids. Where he's like, he pretends he's like just there to fix something, but he's going there to see them and like make sure they're okay. I don't know. I don't know how to keep going. Yes, indie. Wow, it's an indie game. Wow, 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 wow. The existential dread and feeling lost in life. Yeah, I really related to that. Like, they really wrote Daisuke well. Swansea is such a good character. Man. My head is like overheating right now. Mouthwashing. Analysis. The game is split between Curly and Jimmy's perspective, making it hard to follow in certain parts. I don't think it was that hard to follow. That was really good. They complemented each other's characters really well. Yeah, they had like tropes for each character, like very stereotypical tropes and stuff. Like Anya being like the clumsy little nurse that's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then Daisuke being like the, yay, like sunshine guy. And then Swansea being like the grumpy dude. But then they wrote them so well. Um, what's the word? Like subverting expectations is what they did with them. They wrote the victim blaming bastard a little too well. They wrote Jimmy so well. I was flabbergasted. Like, I don't know if this will come off as like venting or whatever, like TMI, but I like grew up like surrounded by people like that. So I picked up on like what he was saying so fast, but like actually seeing the conversations he was having with each person was so crazy. Like just seeing the way he talked to all of them and then the way he worded things. Oh my god! I have to interrogate the dev team as to why they wrote it so good, you know? Yeah, it was really good. Up until the reveal, I saw the other characters through Jimmy's POV, like Anya being ditzy and Salty being a cranky old man, and Daisuke a dumb young kid. That's really, I think that's what they intended to do, right? Because you play as Jimmy. Wow. I'm guessing that was a lot of people's experience, or I hope it is, because that's really effective. And it's slowly finding out. You know what? I think the majority of people like slowly found out they were playing like a villain, right? Is that how you felt? Yeah, it was totally one-sided storytelling. I kind of wish I felt that way too. That would have been so like thrilling. Gotta love Indy. Everything feels pretty sanitized. And then Indy is like, wanting to see a dead body, kids. True. Wow, that was good. Yeah, I think they wrote the story in Jimmy's POV. And then the way Jimmy's talking too probably also tricks like the player, right? Because he's like, they always make me do everything. He's like, I always have to be the one fixing things. I have to do everything. And you're like, poor Jimmy. When I fully realized Jimmy was the bad guy, I was like, that's like betrayal to such a high degree. I cannot imagine how you felt. I kind of wish I experienced the game that way. But I just picked up on it really fast. I suppose. He was a unreliable narrator. Yeah, definitely. The cryopods thing like really mixed me up. I was like, what? Is he hallucinating? At what point did you realize? Let me think. No, it was before he started beating Curly. I think it was something he said. He said something to one of them that I was like, what? I was like, I've heard something like this before. Oh, that was her bell? Oh, yeah. What part did you pick up or like start realizing? The beating Curly thing was insane. I can't believe that happened. That was sickening. In a bad way. Not sickening in a sickening way. me and Belle when we watch Drag Race. And sickening is a compliment. I enjoyed the way you played it. I loved how sensitive you were to the nuances of the characters. Aw, thanks! Yeah, I was so scared. The Animal Crossing music pulled through. I don't think I would have made it through the Swansea bit. I can't believe I finished that even. Notice like around the middle. Oh, okay. Wait, did you pick up that he was beating Curly? That was the best part of the stream. Well, I'm glad I'm glad you liked my coping. Will these streams be archived? Yeah, I'm gonna archive them and then I'll probably combine the two VODs and upload them. Cause I was hoping to finish it in one go. Cause I saw everyone finished it in like 3 hours at least, but I took like 5 hours. Because I got stuck on the action parts. He's behind me, isn't he? I'm trying to remember when the beating Curly part happened. It happened the second time he fed Curly. I don't know what day that was, actually. Second time watching it, then. W! You didn't pick up on it? Or you like didn't notice it? That's so sickening. I can see why people didn't notice it, because every time he feeds Curly, Curly makes like noises. But then there was like punching noises, and I was like, what the hell? I was wondering why Curly was grunting so much. Yeah, you probably thought he was like struggling or something. I heard like beating noises, and I was like, what the hell? Am I hearing this correctly? I was like, excuse me? And then after that, I was like, did he beat him? And then I started thinking, like, he doesn't care about Curly. I thought he just really didn't like the pain meds. Also, talking about Curly not liking the pain meds, I don't know if this is too sensitive or whatever, but I can totally see why Anya didn't like force feeding Curly. Yeah. Okay. First of all, also let's remember that Anya was pregnant the whole time. So she was probably like suffering from like side effects, like nausea and everything, and still had to like do all that, like keep Curly alive and stuff. It just clicked. Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. I don't want to like, because it's such a heavy topic. I think she either didn't like force feeding him because of the pregnancy, like nausea or symptoms, or it's the act of like like forced, like, you know, yeah, like it's the act of forcefully inserting something. I think that's what really got her. I think. Or it could just be the pregnancy nausea, or a combination of both. Yeah, because Anya legit would like have, she had like a breakdown the first time. I don't know thing. I am, yep. I love Anya more the more I read about people's analysis and theories of her. I need to like watch analysis videos or something, because this is really interesting. But that's my theory. I think it's the act of forcing someone to do something that really got to her. I don't remember what time she had to force feed the medicine, but one of the times that we did. Oh, it was the first time. The first time Jimmy force fed the painkillers, Anya like ran out of the room. And Anya was like, I can't listen to this. And she's like, I can't watch, I can't do this. And she like ran out and she's like, she like curled up on the floor and stuff. And I was like, oh my god. When I had realized Anya killed herself in front of Curly. Oh, the thoughts that must have been in Curly's mind. Jesus. Man, there's so much to think about. I'm like, my brain is imploding on itself. Wow. God, wow. 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 Also, imagine seeing the person, assault you, going through a power trip and victimizing others. That is so crazy, yeah. And the way she kept like sucking up to him was definitely because she was afraid of what he could do. Because Curly is out of the picture now, it's just Jimmy. And he took over as captain. That was like the first thing he said in the game. He was like, "Oh, I'm the captain now." When he said that, I was like, "Oh, hell no." But yeah, because now he can do anything. And he has the controls that Curly used to have. So, like, Anya was probably like, "Oh shit," you know? Like, I'm done for. So she kept being like, "Oh, Jimmy, you're so capable." Like, whenever he did anything, like, simple, she was like, "Oh, wow, you're so great at this," you know? And then, it was to kind of, like, convince him to feed Curly instead of her. But I think it was also to, like, make sure he didn't get... Yeah, for her safety. And when you catch Sanji and Anya talking, he was hella aggressive. Yeah, he was. God. Freaking God. It was for her own safety. It's, what's it called? Fawning? Is that what it is? Fawning. Fawning response. The fawn response is a trauma-related coping mechanism that involves people-pleasing behaviors to avoid conflict or perceived danger. It is also known as the please and appease response. Signs of fawn response include being overly agreeable, not saying no, being overly reliant on the other person, and feeling responsible for other person's... Yeah, so it was definitely like fawning, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow! Oh my god, guys, we are cooking. That's so depressing. It really puts into perspective the whole, her behavior throughout the whole beginning of the game. 3-stream streak! Let's go. I'm trying to... I think I'll have to watch like a walkthrough again or something so I can remember everything they did in the beginning. But, yeah. Because if you think about it, Jimmy... She was afraid of Jimmy, like, killing her, right? Or harming her. Or possibly just using the gun to threaten her. We don't know what Jimmy said to Anya after she told him that she was pregnant. But I still have the theory that he told her to, like, off herself. Because of what she said before she did it. Where she was like, "Oh, you were right, Jimmy. I should have done this." Man. Oh, so she was probably like, "Oh shit, he could kill me now." Like, there's no one to stop him. There's no Curly to be like, "Let me talk to him." God. And then Swansea knew eventually, yeah. Because Swansea was like, "Oh, Anya told me all sorts of things." Oh my god, the only person that didn't know was Daisuke. Oh my god, wait. The last thing Daisuke saw before he died was Anya offing herself. He was probably like, "What the hell?" Oh my god, this is getting worse. The dead pixel speech was so good. And the Swansea speech, wow. Yeah, they were such good talks. And it was so good. I genuinely will remember those. You can tell I remember it too by the way I keep like going back to conversations and reciting them. I started shaking a charm. Alex Lay did such a good job dubbing the Dead Pixel talk. I saw it on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. It is so good. It's so good. And, Alex Lay Aki's cooked. I saw, yeah, I saw that. But, God, Curly is just so blinded. His whole talk with Anya, when he was like, "I'll just talk to him." And then the whole Dead Pixel talk too, where he's like, "Oh, I guess I just see the bigger picture." Like, bruh. Discourse? Oh, hell no! It was related to Anya, but about like... God, that's so... Daisuke was probably so confused that Anya, like, offed herself. How he wouldn't have tried to go through the vent if he knew what had happened to Anya. True. Would he have? Probably not. I was mad at Curly for letting Jimmy get away with so much and thinking he can... That was crazy. I like rolled my eyes every time he was like, I can talk to him. I was like, talk about what? Also, I don't know. Would the story have been different if Daisuke knew? I don't think so. Jimmy would have done what Jimmy would have done anyways. Jimmy absolutely knows what he did wrong. But he refuses to acknowledge. It's not like Jimmy is like... It's not like Jimmy doesn't think he did anything wrong. It's just that he is ignoring it. Because if he didn't think he did anything wrong, he wouldn't have been like, oh, Curly, I think you should crash the ship. Because he's literally like, I effed up so bad. There's no coming back from this. So I think you should kill everyone. He doesn't know exactly what he did that was wrong, nor how it impacts people. He doesn't care. He absolutely does not care. There was not a single Anya guilt thing in the whole thing. He even felt guilty for Swansea because of the whole ID cards thing. I think. He had that whole like graveyard sequence or whatever. Daisuke definitely would have confided in Swansea. Yeah, true. But Swansea definitely wouldn't have told Daisuke. Because Swansea is very like, I gotta protect this kid. That was so depressing. When he was like, I should have protected. His last regrets before he died was just like, if there was one thing I could have done, it was like to give Daisuke another chance at life. And I was like, oh my god, I'm cooked. It's over. Sango! I'm yapping. The yappening is back. Have I been yapping for like an hour? Oh my god. There's just so much to say. Man. I want to dissect every character. Except Jimmy. I really don't care to dissect Jimmy. Don't make yourself aware. We're just stop yapping. Almost 40 minutes of yapping. That's crazy. I've been wanting to talk about it with someone else. I'm happy it's you. Belle! I saw you playing it and I was like, I can't watch because I want to play. Do you have your VODs up? I'd love to see the reaction to certain parts. But, oh, my head hurts. God, I need to shake something. I'm glad I have shaker charms. They're pouring out Curly? What do you mean? VODs are up. Good. Yeah, this game made me... Unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Oh my god, I totally forgot how the game ended. I just thought of it again and got mad. I wish Daisuke would survive his unalive attempt and get taken by aliens and they revive him and dissect him while he's conscious. Excuse me? What does that mean? Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy. I was like, what? Jimmy, you mean Jimmy? That's so true. Let him be taken by aliens. We were talking about Daisuke so much. Sorry, guys. We're talking about Daisuke so much because I'm clearly in love with him. I auto-typed. I don't blame you. I'm looking through your VODs right now, Belle. That is definitely the worst part of the game. Not even like... No, it was pretty bad that Jimmy... What am I saying? Everything was bad. Everything was pretty bad. But the ending where he's like, I did it! He's like fist pumping. He's like, I did it, Curly! We're in this together! I did it! I fixed everything! And he like shot himself. I was like, oh. Yeah, at the end of the day, he got away with it and he did not suffer, really. You know, the person who ended up being the most, like, doomed was Curly. God, can you imagine in 20 years nobody comes for Curly and he can't even open the cryopod? That's the point because mouthwash kills 99.9% of the germs. Yeah, he was the 0.1% that got away. Wow. I don't even want to raid anybody. I don't have enough. Now Curly has to survive no limbs, 90% burns. Jesus. I can't even imagine, like, being found and then surviving that. But then to not be found and having to sit there until you die. It's so crazy. How long you think he'll even survive waking up a few hours in that state? I don't even know. Because he wouldn't have Anya's medical, like, attention, right? And he also probably hadn't eaten in a while. The last thing he ate was the piece of his leg. Like... So, we can't even factor in, like, oh, this is how long they'll survive without food thing. Yeah, he had been barfing a lot. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine waking up like that and just not even being able to move. Y'all. What the hell? I don't want to bring the mood down, but I think the way it ends brings good attention to that kind of crime. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they usually get away with it. Oh, that's crazy. You're so right. Ugh. Not to be like TMI, but from personal experience too. Like, I used to think about it like, wow, this person like has a whole life right now, and it's like I'm the only one that remembers this thing they did. It's so crazy. You're so right, Mono. That's so insane. Yeah, that's a really good way of showing what usually happens. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, and they always think they're the victim because they're like, no, now my life's over. Oh my god! I'm going crazy. If it really is 90% burns, then you would dehydration real quick. Yeah, he's like skinned, so. Yeah, cause that's exactly Jimmy's whole mentality towards the end. He was like, oh my god, if anyone found out, it would ruin my life. I was not ready for that realization. With every Jimmy, there's a Curly excusing them. Yes, 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 yes. It's always the freaking friend that's like, oh my god, Mono, you're making me mad. Because I'm thinking about people I actually know now. Oh, I'm so angry. As I can't bring myself to sympathize with Curly. Yeah, I totally get what you mean now. God, what was it? I saw someone say this quote. Hold on. Was it the road to hell is paved with good intentions? Is that what it is? Or was it the other way around? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. That's it? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, because he obviously had like good intentions in mind, but everything about the way he was thinking was just so wrong. How would you react if your friend was like that? Reveal them, cut them from your life. I'm curious. I've never had a friend that turned out to be like that IRL. I've had one experience of a friend that did something similar, and I think I wrote them like a really long message of my thoughts, and then at the end I was like, I cannot talk to you anymore. Or I did basically cut them off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gave them a piece of my mind first though. It would be different if he knew and he like tried to stop it and ended up dying. If it's this crime specifically, and I know cut them off before. Yeah. Same, like I had been stewing over mouthwashing days after I finished, and the more I thought about Curly, the more I'd be like he was complicit. it's so crazy because he genuinely believes he has good intentions, and he genuinely believed he was like, "Oh, I care about all of you." Because the thing he said to Anya, where he was like, "You could have told me what happened. You could have told me anything, Anya. I would have done anything to help you." The way he said, "I would have done anything." He's like, "Anything, Anya." And then Anya did tell him, and he was like, he's like, "Let me talk to Jimmy." So crazy. Like, there's. Ah! That's so insane. I know people who have done things to other people, but they're not my like. I'm not a part of their life or anything. I just know of them, and I know their friends who like excuse them, and it's so infuriating. And then they'll blame the victim. Cause my friend was like the victim, and then like they all blamed her for it, and I was like, that is so crazy. They blamed her for ruining like the friend group, basically. That was like the biggest thing they cared about. Cause they were like, "Oh my god, y'all, I'm gonna rant, I don't care. Her own boyfriend blamed her." Yes, her boyfriend was like, "I work with him and we were friends and now we can't be friends anymore and I quit my job because of you." And then I was like, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. And the whole thing, the boyfriend's whole thing was like, "You cheated on me because you're the one that kind of started it." And I was like, "What? I'm gonna kill you." I'm like jumping in my seat right now. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, so oh god, I'm like ranting now, but this game like so accurately portrays stuff like that. You're so right. It's written exactly like something like that happened. Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Anya's probably like, why does Curly not care? Bro, about to use all the air in her lungs. I'm yapping like crazy. I'm yapping. I'm yapping. I'm yapping. It's that mentality of like, I guess it wasn't that bad, or like, am I overreacting kind of thing? Because it's like nobody really cares. So it's like Curly, the way Curly acted like, the way Curly acted like it was nothing is crazy. Because Curly was just like, what was it? Oh, it was especially after. Hi, Lapis. Oh, hi, Ivo. Don't mind me. I've been yapping for an hour. Uh, the game ended an hour ago. Cause after Anya was like, "Hey, Curly, I told Jimmy," and then Curly was like, "Oh, what did Jimmy say? Was he mad?" And Anya's like, "It doesn't matter. Nothing he said made any difference or whatever." And Curly was like, um, and then Anya, and I forgot what Anya said. She said something, and then Curly was like, wait, hold on. Oh, I remember what she said. She told him, she was like, "Curly, I don't want him here anymore." That's literally all she said. She was like, "I'm not comfortable with him here anymore. I don't want him here anymore." And then Curly was like, wait, hold on. Let me talk to him first. Like, there's nothing to talk about. Get him off the goddamn ship. Crazy. Oh my god. It's the way Curly like panicked. She's like, wait, hold on. Let me talk to him, okay? I can fix this. It's like, what can you possibly fix? He already did the thing. And she's already like, what? Who? Huh? Oh, my head is hurting. Oh my god. I am not sleeping. I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm not sleeping tonight. I apologize for calling them toxic yaoi, but they literally are. That's so crazy too. You're so Curly. Anyways, what are you gonna fix? Yeah, bro said he can fix this. What did he say? He was like, "We can fix it" or something. Did he say that? Yeah, he said we can fix this, you and me, right? Is that what Curly said? He was like, we can fix this. But then Jimmy was like, he was like, we can fix this, you and me. And then Jimmy goes, you can fix this by killing everyone. And Jimmy's like, you're right, we can fix it. Jimmy's like, you can fix it, actually. Also, it's your fault I even did that because you're the captain. So technically, you should have, like, protected all of us. That's literally what he said to Curly. That is so crazy. Bro does not have the village reverse trauma. They're the same side of the coin. You're so right. God, I'm getting heated. I like how the people who like joined after the game is like, she's so mad. Like, what's going on? But yeah. Closing my blinds because I'm creeped out. Don't say that. My window is literally like facing me. Now I need to close my blinds. The things I would do to Jimmy would go against TLS. So true. God, laugh is. I cannot believe he like died happy. That's so insane. You leave your blinds open. Yes. Actually, not at night. No, I don't at night. It's just that this window is like not really. I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, I hate when games are realistic. Yup. I have so many thoughts about this game on a deep sociological level, but Chatbox, it confines me. Very good game, though. Same. That's why I've been yapping for over an hour. Oh, God. Yeah, it was realistic. I knew there wouldn't be a happy ending. But for the ending to be Jimmy, like, fist pumping, like, I fixed it. He shoots himself off screen. That's so devious. I can't believe it. He was so happy. He's like, Curly, you were right. I fixed it. We can do this. And then he was like, I'm making it up to you, Curly. I'm taking responsibility by putting you in this cryopod. I always knew we could fix it. And that's so insane. That's so crazy to me. I'm gonna have to like cut out like the second half of my rant probably, but yeah, Curly and the pod is sitting there like, oh. I'm starting to lean into, yeah, this is a good game, but not the I love it. But yes, people should play this game. Yeah, I get what you mean. He literally regretted his decision for about 10 minutes because it was 0 hours until judgment. You're right. Literally, he felt sorry in the last 10 minutes. He was like, you're right. Sorry. And he only said sorry to Curly. I'm so sorry. Ooh. And the way he was like, that was the biggest mistake I've ever made. And the biggest mistake was like crashing the plane, which is a huge, obviously, one of his biggest mistakes. But the fact that he never, ever, ever acknowledges anything about Anya is so crazy. Man. Even like in the little things about how Anya literally says in the beginning that the mouthwash wouldn't work as like a disinfectant medically because the sugar level like cancels it out. And Jimmy just like did not listen to that at all. So when Daisuke was injured, he was like, I gotta get mouthwash. I was like, you stupid! You're so stupid! And then we had to go through the whole thing to get the mouthwash, only to put him in more pain and have it do nothing. Shaking my head. The mouthwash is a metaphor. The sweetness is his love for Jimmy is insane. You know what, guys? Let's think about good moments, okay? Let's think about the good moments. Yeast infection. Well, yeah, Daisuke didn't have to worry about that. Let's see. My favorite moment that was good was when Jimmy was looking for the sweetener, and Jimmy was like, we ran out of sweetener. And Daisuke's like, I may have saw some sweetener near my stuff, maybe, but maybe it's not with my stuff, but you should check anyways. But who knows, because the crash kind of like jumbled everything up, so And then you're like, what? And then you go to check his stuff. It's not even with his stuff. It's like under his blanket. He just has a bag of sugar. It's so good. It's because Jimmy is a character deeply rooted in misogyny that he can't conceptualize Anya as a competent laborer despite the unseen work she does for Curly's care. Exactly. He also doesn't even see her as a human, really. Just insane. Nice giggled for that. Yeah, I giggled. How many hours did she spend fixing Curly up? Yeah, and he was like, oh, I always have to do everything. Meanwhile, Anya kept Curly alive for like 5 months. And all he had was like one eyeball. The only thing he could move was one eyeball. And he was skinned. And she kept him alive for 5 months. That's so insane. Oh my god. My other favorite moment was when Daisuke called Swansea big. Daisuke was like, but you can't fit in there. And then he like digs the grave further. He's like, don't worry, Swansea. There's nothing wrong with being huge. My grandpa was humongous and he lived until 60. So good. And you look at Swansea and you're like, bruh, Swansea is probably already 60. His kids are all grown. Like, Swansea is age 56. He's 56? Wait, is that actual? That was a joke. And he probably is, though, already like 60 or something. That's so funny. If he said that to Daisuke would have been like, that's great, you have 4 years. You still have 4 years. Oh my god. Anyways. Sorry, but I do have to end stream eventually. God. What are we doing tomorrow? Hand cam? Whatever, man. Doesn't even matter. You need sleep. You know what? I probably like won't even sleep much because I still have jet lag, but... Aw, thanks. Yeah, I can't believe I yapped for over an hour. Has it been over an hour? She's not sleeping. She's not sleeping. Mono caught me at like 4 a.m. yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Everyone put notice on. Nuh-uh. You're gonna see retweets soon? Alright. Actually, you will, because I'm pretty sure Belle just sent me a ton of fan art. I can see the notifications out of the corner of my eye. God. Belle, a real one? Yes. You need sleep. You can't live like this. How am I supposed to live like this after the mouthwashing ending? You know what? I'm gonna remember the good stuff. Also, I said this before I started the game, but I really want to cosplay Daisuke and Anya. I finished the game, and I want to do it even more now. Oh, I want to cosplay them so bad. I can't find a wig for Daisuke though. Anya's is kind of easier to find. Also, sorry for spam. Did y'all spam me? Can you send some of those fan art in the server too? Should we make a mouthwashing channel? I think I'm gonna be stuck on it for a while. Especially because Daisuke is literally like in my Yume lineup right now. When I stopped the stream and went to my doctor's appointment, I was thinking about it and I was like, it's over for me. I was like, I'm so in love with this guy. I'm not sure why. If I think about it, he didn't have a lot of like screen time, really. But I think the dialogue you have with him, like the little bits you do get, like I already know like what kind of person he is. He bewitched you. He literally did. I can't believe it. I started getting so delusional. Let's make a mouthwashing channel, actually. What he had counted. It really did. That's the thing I like about this game, too. If you think about it, it's not a long game. you don't get to know like a lot about each character actually, in terms of like screen time really. But they're written in a way where you totally understand who they are from the bits that you do have, I suppose. If I worded that correctly. Should I name it normally, like mouthwashing, or should I just name it mouthwash? Anyway, I'll name it mouthwash. Mouthwash. Anyways. Good game. Me after 1 hour yapping. The consensus is a good game. My final words are that was not bad. That was a pretty good game. Not bad. I don't know if it'd be a favorite game too. But I think that's just because I don't like horror, so I suffered a lot. My review, it slaps. Yep, basically. It's not like, oh, top 10 games, you know? But it's definitely I'm glad I played it. Yeah, I'm glad I played it, and I would recommend other people play it, or at least watch a walkthrough. Someone was like, someone did ask me, and they were like, oh, I would rather watch a walkthrough, I wouldn't play it myself, and I was like, that's fair. It's definitely a thonker game, I do be thinking. It has a lot of insightful things to say. Yeah, the story and dialogue really brought it to life for me. The dialogue was really good. I don't know if that like sounds weird, but there are games with really bad dialogue. Like you can kind of tell when it's unnatural, you know? But the dialogue was like not unnatural for a second. It was so good. Just finish mouthwash. We can fix it. Real. We can fix this, guys. Man. I don't even know what to say. Aki after yapping for 1 hour. Man, I don't even know what to say. She has spoken for an hour. She has said for an hour. Me after setting the local orphanage on fire. We can fix this. Jimmy after setting the local orphanage on fire. Curly runs up to him. We can fix this, you and me. I just need to talk to him. Mine mention? Oh god, not the Mine mention. Oh great, I just saw Alien Stage fan art. This night just keeps getting worse. Anyways. God. Oh. God. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Proceeds to talk for an hour, literally. I think we talked about every single plot point I have thought of throughout the whole game. If there is a missing one, I'll think about it after, and then I'll talk about it next stream for an hour. Yeah. Speechless, JK. Although, and actually, pushes glasses. There's a lot of fan art of Daisuke, like, beating Jimmy up. Not gonna lie, I love it, especially because Daisuke is canonically, like, jacked. So he definitely could. But I personally don't think he would've. On like, a character level. Because I think Daisuke's core flaw, like, the most core flaw he has is his insecurity with himself, and then like this deep like people pleasing thing. He's such a push. Yes, because when he okay, Jimmy convinced him so easily to go into the vent, right? But even after the event, when he was like bleeding out and dying, he kept apologizing. That was like something I picked up on, and I was like, oh, Daisuke. He's bleeding out, and he's like, I'm sorry. Like, I messed everything up, I'm sorry. I'm like, this boy. Ugh. So I think if he did know about Jimmy, I don't think he would have like physically done anything. Because I think in his eyes, it would have been like messing things up or like making things worse. But I do think he would have like hung around Anya a lot. Or like whenever Jimmy talked to him, like kind of be like super passive aggressive. That's the vibes I'm getting, really. I don't think it would have escalated to like physical fighting. Unless I'm wrong. I'm trying to think about it more. But I don't care. I love the fan art of him beating the living daylights out of Jimmy. This game truly made me feel sick. Literally, the game, it made me feel sick, and also all the horror parts. I don't think I screamed a lot when I played Paranormal Sight, but I think I screamed more in Mouthwashing. Also, look at this. Ignore this. Look at this. Anyways.